Uh-huh. Hmm. Just getting some lunch in me before I have to get through this. Oh. Oy. Ooh, excuse me. Hey, Stead Muffin, how you doing? What's your ad symbol now? Steady Sassy Pants. So you changed it from Steady with Beans to Steady Sassy Pants. That's not inaccurate at all. But love you, Stassi. Stassi. Hello, Eddie. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? So I figured I'd do a little chat and show talk podcast before sister comes home, has to take me back to my place, aka my YT studio slash bedroom, etc. And then I gotta go to a therapy appointment that's scheduled around 4 o'clock, potentially. However, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna make the therapy appointment because I know my sister works a ton. So I don't know what's going on with that. I know my sister's out at her teaching job. I know that my mom doesn't get home till about. I might. I don't know. It's kind of. Excuse me. It's a touchy situation. Stay says he said I was being sassy, I should change it to sass. So I like this better, sassy pants. Hey, I, I ain't shitting on you. I ain't this. I ain't expressing nothing. I ain't expressing nothing. I actually like it. It's nice. Ain't no discrepancy here. I do love that. That is actually that is probably 10 times better than both those suggestions, honestly. But steady. I'm glad to see you're doing well. Sweets. Which brings my next one regarding Beanza. How is Beanza? How that bean brother doing? How is my butter beans? How is my beans doing? How that butter doing? I do know that when I get home, I've got some things I got to do via YT. He's good, staying busy as usual. Yeah, sounds like Beanzo to me. Beanzo busy as a beanie bee. Beanzo is as busy as the beaning bee. The B is not just for Bumblebee; it's also B for Bumble Beanzo. Wait, that's a plan I have. But it's what it is. Like I also, as equally, I keep my eyes around the corners of this place here because not only am I staying here to wait for my sister to get home, I'm kind of watching, kind of looking after her 2 cats plus my mom's cat via 3 cats here, making sure they don't cause chaos or as I like to call it, a cat catastrophe. So, ironically enough, right when I was logging off last night and heading to bed, just before I headed to bed, my sister Scott Lowman was running, I guess, somewhere on the counter back there, and he knocked something over. And the first thing I'm thinking, like, oh crap, mom's gonna wake up, or is gonna wake up my sister, and they're gonna be pissed. So instead of allowing him to keep causing chaos. I point out, I'm like, no. And it's funny because out of all the cats I've dealt with and crossed paths with, I think my sister's got me, so he kind of understands a little bit better than most because he's the only male cat amongst them. Plus, he's the only male in the house. You have my two sisters and the two female cats, and he's just numero uno. So when Uncle Z comes to the house, he's all, yay, Cats can cause a ruckus, and more than a ruckus, more like chaos and mayhem. Like meowy mayhem. In other words, meow ham. I'm not talking about ham either. Pork has nothing to do with this. Yeah, my sister, dude, I gotta tell you, from my point of view, I'm pretty proud of my sister. I'm mighty proud of my sister Ari being a teacher, working at uh teaching at a college for no less. But enough about that. Last night we were playing, what was it? Deadfall Adventures. You with that? Deadfall Adventures. And I did do some research on this. Deadfall Adventures was initially an older game, and I guess they came out with newer model of it, kind of like your average like PS2 or Xbox style graphics. So it was nice to play that. And the reason why I chose to play Deadfall Adventures and purchase it is because, like the Condemned Criminal Origins game, that was one of the Deadfall was one of the two games or one of the few games, two of the games that I played the demo on when I had my extra 60. Right up before Foster decided to keep it because she felt like it needed to go to somebody else after I left high school. So, but wasn't mad about it. It's old stuff. I'm now a PC gamer, as you all can tell. But yeah, I've so far played two games that were demos for the Xbox. Oh shit! Stay says I found this little tiny kitten about a year and a half ago, probably less than 6 weeks old, and he's now 12. Well, let me tell you something, Stan. I love you. That's why I'm telling you this. You guys, if I turn the camera over there, the windows will glare. But let me describe to you like what's going on the couch over there. Okay. My sister, well, no, not even my sister. My mom's cat, Munchkin, who has a full name now, Munchkin McChicken Nugget. That's her full name. Because why not? My mom had to help me with that one. That is cool. She's a teacher. Takes a special person to do that job. Yeah. And my sister's like younger than me, like 24. So probably the youngest teacher I've ever seen. Not this youngest school like worker either. Not the youngest, the only young person I've known to work at a school, because back when I went to Farmington High School, we had a Nurse Gray, who was like right around that age range. Like young. But But my sister is like 24, so and now teaching at a fucking college, and you gotta know that's like where's the word? Knock on wood. That is some serious skill, and it's a serious achievement when you're like 24 and they volunteer you at their high class college. So it was nice. It was nice to see her, get into that, and become a teacher. It's nice. I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand in front of a class and teach. I couldn't do that. So it's nice to, finally see my sister do something that her big brother Zach couldn't. So not that she hasn't already done that with other things, but So now back to what I was saying about my mom's cat. So, you want to talk about cats tearing things apart? I don't know why, and anyone who is a cat owner or something can probably explain this to me, give or take. I'll let you be the judge of that. But every time I pull out like the little feathered string toy or something like that, for whatever reason, my mom's cat could go to anywhere and lose her mind and be chaotic. But for some odd reason, my mom's cat has picked a favorite spot to like rev up her claws when she's ready to play. And it's the side of my sister's sofa. Now, as most of you know, I had been away from my mom's place and sister's place here for at least 3 to 4 weeks because of circumstances regarding stuff that's been going on. So I have been here for 4 weeks. So wasn't ready to see the couch in that bad of shape, but In any case, but yeah, Deadfall Adventures was one of the various games I played demo on Xbox. Now I had played Deadfall Adventures last night just to kind of test drive it, if you will. It's a nice game. I love it. It's nice. However, y'all can shoot me about this later. It will never be Tomb Raider. It will never be Indiana Jones. So Cosmo or someone was telling me about Uncharted, right? And personally, I've kind of been thinking, like, should I start playing Uncharted myself? Kind of debating it because, and my heart has always belonged in the zone of like Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider. So that's kind of where my heart's been at. If any case scenario and it comes to that point where I get to play Uncharted, I'll try it. Maybe a little test drive, but first, gotta play these. The one crazy part about it is there are some like Indiana Jones games that are not Lego based that I have not played yet. I think I played one of the various Indiana Jones games. One on Xbox. It was like the Infernal Machine or something. Could never understand the basics of it. Now, I kind of want to see if there's other stop saying Lego. I want to see if there's any other like Indiana Jones games that I want to tap in on. I just don't know if there's any I want to try out yet. Because as you all know, we have again long list of games I need to continue upon. Like dude, I had just completed Bioshock 2 recently, Lego City Undercover recently. Now for Lego games, we have a couple of the classics that need to be completed. Like for example, Lego Indiana Jones 2. I have Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm still working on completing. I still I still have Lego Lord of the Rings. And I'm kind of contemplating like, should I still play Lego Lord of the Rings on YouTube because I've come to realize that game has heavy, and I do mean heavy copyright audio in it. And it's like no matter if I turn off the music or not, the game is still going to copyright me for everything. So that may be a game that I make a Twitch exclusive. But aside from that, everything's good. So. Also, because and here's the thing, I've been playing, and let's just do a recap of this. I've been playing a variant of a Harry Potter universe game called, as we all know, Hogwarts Legacy, and I have zero complaints. It is a wonderful game. The game is awesome. I have zero complaints about it. It's everything a Harry Potter based game should be. You have broomsticks, you have wands and spells and stuff. You have every reference to everything. Even there's a passive like reference to like the Chamber of Secrets. As a matter of fact, there's two like passive reference to the movie Chamber of Secrets. You have one of these side quest like activities called Follow the Butterflies, where you actually have to follow a group of butterflies that are marked on the map, and they lead you to a treasure. That's one of the various like Easter egg kind of references. And then Easter egg number 2, if I might imagine, which is one of which we've completed, which was the side quest as of recent, is the Slytherin Scriptorium. And for those that don't know about that, if you've never played Hogwarts Legacy, that's kind of a passive reference to like the Chamber of Secrets, because once you enter the scriptorium, that old man like beard with the like beard like squiggly snake looking strands is like a statue in the scriptorium. And all I could think of is like, oh, Chamber of Secrets reference. Boink. So, and what makes it even more relative reference to that is that to open one of the doors, Ominous, which was one of the characters, speaks, as they say, parcel tongue, which is snake tongue. And it shows a scene where he like speaks a snake tongue, parcel tongue, like quote, and opens the door. So yeah, that was a nice little reference. It's just funny just how many things they reference in that game. It's just it's hilarious. However, the aside from the hilarious point of view of the game, there are also some downright, and I mean downright diehard sad parts. And I think my YT Kazimila and others who I've been in league with here on YT who have played this game will know what I'm talking about. The quest where Deke tells you to find his friend Tobbs. I think it's the plight. I think it's the quest is called the plight of a house elf, the plight of a house elf, or plight of the house elf, or plight of the house elf. Doesn't matter. The point is, Deke sends you on a quest to kind of find his friend Tobbs, and then you find out that Tobbs dies in said chamber, left alone with spiders. So, but I'll let you guys experience that and have your box of tissues sitting next to you for your own concept view of it. And the weird part about the Slitherine Scriptorium is that's actually where you learn one of the first of the 3 unforgivable curses in that game. Because the lore behind Ominous's like storyline is that he had the Cruciatus curse or Crucio cast upon him by his own family members, and it was bad. So in order to open the scriptorium, you have to have like Sebastian Swallow cast Crucio on you, and it's weird because there's like dialogue choices in it. You can choose, I don't want to learn the spell, but you're gonna have to do this to me kind of deal. Or you can say, I'd love to learn the spell, just get over and done with, can't be that bad kind of deal. And I have now learned one of the 3 unforgivable curses in that game. So my recent gameplays of Hogwarts Legacy, I now have the ability to cast Crucio in the game. It's still kind of, it's interesting. Is what, and I said this during a live gameplay, I'm gonna say it again for good reference and good reason. Is a lot of these spells you see portrayed or used in the Harry Potter universe regarding how they have like a little snippet clue as to how their spell works, is also how they got their name. For example, Cruciatus, otherwise known as Cruel. It's a cruel curse regarding torture, cruelty. So I think that's how the devs got the name for Crucio. There's cruel in the word for cruel or cruelty, stuff like that. And then you have Avada Kedavra. There's no hinting on what that spell's about, but we all know it's a killing curse. And then you have Imperio, which Imperio sounds like imposter or impersonation, which that is exactly what Imperio is. It allows you to, I guess, possess the minds of an enemy and have them fight for you. So that's another hinting. And then you have Reparo, obviously, no brainer. That spell helps you repair stuff. Leviosa, levitate. Lumos, illuminate things. It was just really interesting. Incendio, which incinerate flames. So it's really interesting. Sorry, I just got a Discord update and I was trying not. You know what, that reminds me, I should keep my Facebook open just in case I get a text from my mom or something. However, I am going to make sure that that is muted. I'm gonna make sure I'm actually gonna make sure my computer itself is muted, so I don't, in case I get a call from like Blake or somebody, I don't hear the ringtone go off. So, but I can kind of see if Facebook does anything. So it'll show like a little snippet notification. But yeah, that's where I'm at in Hogwarts Legacy. As far as like Resident Evil, the Rebirth game goes,
A little bit. I had babysitting an hour, so.
Oh, that explains it. Hey, Mom, since you're here, might as well say hello. Some of your old friends. There's one in there, steady. I don't care if you just wave.
Hi.
With your tag. Bring home that contraption, ninja. What is that?
Fan.
An old one, huh?
Yeah.
Can I say real quick? Can I tap on it real quick?
That's all metal, including the blade.
Yeah.
No plastic.
Huh. Yeah. Could knock a brother out with that. Just go swing. Mom, Steady says, hey, lady. Huh? Steady says, hey, lady.
Oh, okay. Hi.
She says hi. Mom's busy, though. She's got babysitting about an hour. So, Mom, I have a question, though.
What?
When does Art get off work?
She said she'd be home around 3:30. But that's what she's shooting for anyway.
I ask because at 4 p.m. I've got a therapy appointment. So what should I do about that?
Where is your therapy at?
On Zoom?
Huh?
It's over video call, so I'm asking, should I just
Just do it here.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. That's all.
Let her know when she gets home that you have
I'll stay here a little bit longer, I know. That way I can get the therapy appointment done, you know? Okay, I just want to know what the proper move was, that's all. Yeah, it does. You know what they say, work smarter, not harder. At least that's something I say on occasion. Anywho, but yeah. I completely lost my train of thought because I was distracted with my mom going there. Anywho. So we were talking about Hogwarts Legacy. Shit. I am drawing a... Oh, I remember now. Resident Evil. We were talking about Resident Evil Rebirth, or at least I was about to talk about the recap before I heard my mom coming in. And lo and behold, her cat comes out of the room, lying on the rug over there. Mikey! Munchkin. There's Mikey, there's Munchkin. Where's the chaos? Where's Mr. Chaos? Where's the mischievous one, little man? I know, Mom. But guys, you can probably see like Maki in like the background over there. You can kind of see Mrs. Tuxedo Cat over there. Okay. You guys can kind of like passively see. I'll turn this slightly. For those that are in the chat, look, it's a muck. Muck's just being Muck. It's funny, guys, because that cat Muck is the one who has video bombed me on several occasions. And normally it'd be like late at night when I'm here, like streaming on gameplay, and she'll like come up on this. And here's the thing I have, and I always seem to keep a chair, one of these wooden chairs to the table close by, like really close in case little miss over there wants to hop up on my lap or something, gets scratched Lovins. And so I kept the chair nearby just in case of that. Not mainly for the privilege of her video bombing me, only because my sister worked. Speaking of which, normally because my sister works late and she doesn't get enough love from her when my sister works. My mom always wants to go to sleep, so that's why I come in when I'm here, at least. So. Okay, so I don't need to keep my Facebook open because I thought Mom would. So, anywho, recently in Resident Evil Rebirth, because this is the remake of the game before what they're thinking about the newest remake or reboot. This is Rebirth, which is just cousin word for remaster. In Resident Evil Rebirth, as of recent, I have been playing through the game. We found, I guess, one of. Hi, Mom. I found one of our STARS unit officers, I guess, wounded, and he said in the game that he was bitten by a snake or something. It was just weird because he had us like run to the room the first storeroom to get serum. It's like, yeah, you got the serum, let's go heal him. Nah, I get back to him. He's already dead. It's like, then what do I do with this? It's just the joke of this season regarding that gameplay, because you have someone in the STARS unit officer say, go get the serum. You go grab it. It's like, you come back, he's already dead. It's like, what do I do with this? Like, now what do I do with this, Munchkin. No, do not scratch up Mama's furniture. What? Munchie. What are you doing? Munchie. What are you doing? You guys can't see her, but she's right here. See, there she goes. Munchie. Do we have a mouse nearby? That's probably why she's bugging me right now. Guys, give me a minute. I gotta throw the cat her mouse. It's one of very few cats that like to play fetch. Alright, hold on, Munchie. Can't you go bug Mom about playing fetch? Hopefully this is nearby. I don't even know how this is going. Oh, that was a bad throw. I was expecting that to go farther. Hey! Just in case you can. Okay. You're gonna have to come get it. Anyhow. Munchie, what do you want? It's gonna keep. Turn the camera slightly if I can. And of course the microphone's in the way. Mine's good. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, guys. She likes the stick more than the feathers. Wow. Oh my god. I'm sorry. The way she looks at it's just too funny. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You gotta get up now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's the butt. Look at the butt. That's the butt. Got him. Mine. That's mine. Just full-fledged scampers off. Just full-fledged like scampers off. Yeet. Bless you. Those are welcomes. Bless you again. 1,000 welcomes again, times 2. Oh, there you are, little man. About them time you showed your mischievous black cat ass. Anyhow. Oh, that happened. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Times 3 now. What the hell?
I've actually sneezed like 10 fucking times. It's only 3 you've heard.
You actually keep count?
Yeah. Because I'm having a freaking sneezing fit the minute I walk in the door.
Well, if you're keeping count of 10 every day, and this is every time you come in, and now it's just becoming daily routine.
Every day I come home to the cats, and this is what I do.
Sneeze 10 times.
So, if not more. I love my kitties, but I am allergic.
Yeah, it never stops. She just does it.
Nope, because I love my kitty.
They're just irresistible, and they look at you, and they give you that look, and then you realize, oh god, it's a trap because they're gonna play with you. Oh, specifically your cat, when she rolls onto her belly, you think, oh, you want belly rubs? Go to scratch her. Nope.
Yeah, that's because that's a trick.
It's 100% a trick. Silly rabbit tricks are for kids. Oh crap! I just watched my sister's cat little man follow mom in the other room. Okay, well. So I guess all 3 of the cats just followed my mom into her room. Well. In any case, guys, I'm not in this stream because I was thinking I was going home alone longer than I thought. So I thought I would need to chat long enough, but no. Good. All right, guys. Well, prepare yourselves because my sister's going to take a while. She may not be home till 3:30. I'm probably going to wind up having to stay here until 4 or past 4. So we got some time. So I'll see you guys there. I'm going to go start up another gameplay. And I'll see you soon. I might play Pally or something.